أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا يا ربي لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك سبحان الله وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم والصلاة والسلام على رسوله النبي الكريم اللهم بارك لنا في أوقاتنا آمين يا رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Learn Tajweed the easy way. Lesson 41a. Rules of raw. Special cases. There are some rules of raw with special cases. We have covered the important and general rules of raw, which was in when all harakats are come over the raw will be pronounced as thick raw, just like raw, run, ru, run, er, er, ur, ur. In this case, raw will be pronounced thickly. And the thin case was when all harakats occurs under the raw will be pronounced thin, just like ear, re, rin, ear, right? Now, there are some special cases. Case number one, when raw is followed by shadda and the previous haraka of raw is kasra, and in case of shadda there are two raws. One raw is raw sakina and the other raw is with the haraka. So you will not pronounce the raw sakina thin. You will pronounce it as thick raw, just like in previous case. In general case, the word is fir'auna, fir'auna. In this case, raw is thin. But in case of shadda, raw will become thick. Lirrahmana. Now, in this case, you will not pronounce it like lir rahman. No, raw will be pronounced as thickly. Lirrahman, lirrahman. Yusirruna, yusirruna. Repeat with me. للرحمن
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 يسرون
يسرون
يسرون.
يسرون
Now, case when raw is followed by thick letters and very thick and high letters, raw will be pronounced thickly. Just like firqatun,
فرقة
firqatun.
فرقة
Repeat with me. فرقة
فرقة
قرطاس
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 بالمرصاد
بالمرصاد
بالمرصاد.
بالمرصاد.
Now, the third case, when raw sakina followed by ya sakina followed by fatha. In this case, raw will be pronounced as thin because after soft ya, Ra will not be pronounced thickly, just like khair,
خير
khair,
خير
خير
khair,
خير
خير
khair,
خير
خير
khair,
غير
غير
khair.
غير
غير
MashaAllah, Barakallah Feek. May Allah help us to recite, understand, implement, and propagate the Quran. Keep praying. Rabbi Zidni Ilma. Learn Tajweed the easy way. Practice of Suratun Nasr. 41, lesson
principle
41b. Now let's take motivation 6. When you recite Quran, make sure to feel and realize that Allah is watching you and listening to you. So let us pray. Oh Allah, help me reciting in a way that you are pleased with me.
آمين
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Surah An-Nasr. إذا E. You will pronounce Hamza clearly. إذا جاء جاء نصر نصر الله Nasrullah. Ra is thick and Sa is very thick and high. So Nasrullah Lam Jalala will be thick. Wal Fath. Wal Fath. There is hams on Ta. Wal Fath. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح. Repeat
إذا
with me.
إذا
جاء نصر
جاء نصر الله والفتح
إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح.
إذا
إذا
جاء
جاء نصر الله والفتح
ورأيت ورأيت. This is not ورأيت, right? ورأيت 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 الناس. There is غنى on نون مشدد. ورأيت الناس يد. There is قلقلة on دال. يدخلون في دين الله. In this case لام جلالة will be thin. دين الله أفواجا أفواجا. ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا. Repeat with me.
ورأيت
ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا
ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا.
ورأيت
ورأيت
الناس
الناس
يدخلون
يدخلون
في
في
دين
دين الله
الله أفواجا.
أفواجا
آه. فسبح ف ف فسبح
فسبح
بحمدي بحمدي ربي. Ra is take care. ربك ربك واستغفر واستغفر.
واستغفر
فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر.
فسبح
فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر
بارك الله فيك. Now إنه There is gunna on noon mushaddad. Innahu innahu kana tawwaba. Innahu kana tawwaba.
إنه
إنه
كان
كان
توابا.
توابا.
إنه
May Allah help us to recite, understand, implement, and propagate the Quran. Keep praying, Rabbi Zidni Ilma. Let us start with our new lesson without any break. Learn Tajweed the easy way. Kindly mute your mics. Learn Tajweed the easy way. Lesson 42a. Words with Shamsi letters. Shamsi letters, right?
Assalamu alaikum. I have a question to ask, please.
Yes, brother. You can ask.
Okay. Just we go back to the surah that we have just read. Why is it that can you please shed more light where we say Fidinillah? It's like the Lamul Jalala is thin there. Why?
Lame Jalala, very good question. Fi dinillahi. In this case, Lame Jalala will be thin because it is followed by kasra on the previous letter.
Oh,
Dini ni nillahi nillahi. In this case, Lame Jalala will be thin. When Lame Jalala is followed by this is the case of jar, huruf jar.
no.
When Lam Jalala is followed by Fatha or Dhamma, then Lam Jalala will be pronounced as thick. Just Nasrullahi, Rullahi, Allahu Akbar. But in this case, Nillahi, Lillahi, Billahi. In this case, Lam Jalala will be pronounced as thin.
Okay.
Hope answered your question.
It's all right. Thank you very much. Jazakallah bi khair.
Learn Tajweed the easy way. Lesson 42a. Words with Shamsi letters. Shamsi letters are related to this Lam only. Lam Sakina. And it means the, to specify a thing, to specify a word. Right? This Lam Sakina means the. And but because we don't start with Sakina letters, we put temporary Hamza Zabar here there. So it will become al, al. And lam is a tongue tip letter. So al. And this al means the. Let us take a word starting with tongue tip letters. Ta, ta, tawab, tawab. And lam is also a tongue tip letter. So al thawab is will be pronounced very difficultly. So we will skip one Sakina letter here. And we will pronounce this as, when we join these two, we will pronounce it as Athawab. Athawab. Right? Athawab. Lam Sakina will be omitted, will be sacrificed. No sound, no sign, and don't read Lam. You have to move the tongue tip quickly because of makharij of ta and lam are same. The tongue tip, to make it easy, we sacrifice lam and shadda is placed on ta. So it will become athawab. This is the logic behind Shamsi letters. So lam sacrificed for all tongue tip letters because of the makharij of these letters close to that of lam. And that is tip of the tongue. And lam is sacrificed for two more for similar reason. Shin and Do. So الشمس الشمس ولا الضالين. Lam is sacrificed for 14 letters, and these letters are known as sun letters, Shamsi letters, and which are ta, the, zo, ta, the, to, za, sa, so, and la, na, ro, and which and two others will join this group, sha and do. Don't recite with a mad. This is not alif mad. It is a temporary hamaza because alif after waw in this case is not alif mad, it was a temporary hamaza. In this case, after waw there is alif. This is not alif mad. You will not pronounce it as washams. You will pronounce it as washamsu, washamsu, fashamsu, fashamsu, wa'amilu salihati, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Shamsi letters approximately comes 2500 times in Quran. By average 4 times per page. So let us study some Shamsi letters starting with first set of tongue tip letters which are ta, the and za. So recite with me وَالثَّمَرَاتِ
والثمرة
والثمرات
وَالثَّمَرَاتِ
والثمرات
والثمرات
للذكر
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 والظالمين.
والظالمين
والظالمين
والظالمين.
Now, second set, ta, the, to. والتين
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 والدم
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 والطور
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 والطور.
والطور
والطور.
Other set, za, sa and so. وآتوا الزكاة
وآتوا الزكاة
وآتوا الزكاة
وآتوا الزكاة
خلق السماوات
خلق
خلق
السماوات
السماوات
خلق السماوات
خلق
خلق
السماوات
السماوات
أقيموا الصلاة.
أقيم
أقيموا الصلاة.
الصلاة
It, it can be two words too, just like we have studied. Now, the last set. La, na, ro. هو اللطيف
هو الذي
هو
هو
اللطيف
اللطيف
هو اللطيف
هو
هو
الذي
اللطيف
اللطيف
رب الناس
رب
رب
الناس
الناس
رب الناس
رب
رب
الناس
الناس
هو الرحمن
هو
هو
الرحمن
الرحمن
هو الرحمن.
هو
هو
الرحمن
الرحمن.
Now, last two letters, sha and do. من الشيطان
من
من
الشيطان
الشيطان
من الشيطان
من
من
الشيطان
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 ولا الضالين
ولا
ولا
الضالين
الضالين
ولا الضالين.
ولا
ولا
الضالين.
الضالين.
These all are Shamsi letters. And these are rules of Lam. Lam of word Allah. Thick or thin. Lam of Shamsi and Qamari read sometimes Al Qamar and not in case of Ash-Shams. In case of Al Qamar, we will read it as Al. In case of Ash-Shams, we will read it as Ash-Shams. Al Qamar, Al Qamaru, the moon, Wal Qamaru and the moon, and Fal Qamaru, so the moon. So these two attachments, we will study Qamari letters in our next lesson, inshallah. So for sun letters, Nam is sacrificed for 14 letters, which are all tongue tip letters with Sheen and Dod. And in case of moon letters, Lam is recited normally for 14 letters. There are 14 Shamsi letters and 14 Qamari letters, which are Ma, Ba, Wa, Fa, and the other remaining letters, inshallah. We will study in next class. So, in this case, Al Qamar, we will read Lam as normally. May Allah help us to recite, understand, implement, and propagate the Quran. Keep praying, Rabbi Zidni ilma. Learn Tajweed the easy way. Lesson 42b. Practice of Suratul Nasr with Qari Hudayfi. Let's take motivational tip number 7. The first step to attach ourselves to the magnificent book of Allah, the Quran, is to recite it correctly and nicely. So, we will listen to Qari Sahib first and then we will recite after him. Rajim.
إذا جاء
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. إذا جاء نصر
نصر
الله والفتح
الله والفتح.
بسم الله الرحمن
الرحمن
الرحيم.
الرحيم.
إذا
إذا
جاء
جاء
نصر
نصر
الله
الله
والفتح
والفتح. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح.
إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح
إذا
إذا
إذا جاء
جاء
نصر
نصر
الله
الله
والفتح
والفتح.
الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا
ورأيت
رأيت
الناس
الناس
يدخلون
يدخلون
في
في دين الله أفواجا
الله.
ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا
ورأيت
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 الناس
الناس
يدخلون
يدخلون في دين
في
الله
الله
أفواجا
أفواجا.
سبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا
فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه
إنه
كان توابا.
توابا.
Jazakumullah khair. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi,
آمين.
subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة